Foxer Fennec found his friend Alexandra the Tamandura possessed by Zaglo. Yes, that guy that torments Garfield's character for fun. She had to firmly grasp this man out of her mouth, and after being freed, a fight ensued. Of course, Foxer and Alexandra were victorious after the 69th attempt of trying to kill them both. They were trying to see if they could, dispose this man, but a dimensional rift opened, and now, Foxer's sucked in the void. Whose void? Who knows at this point? He's in there now. He's gonna be in there for a while. Oh, and he's got no warp ring, so, he can't, escape freely. He can't teleport himself by himself. Oh boy. I should probably get up and... Sheesh, make me act up over here, bendy-looking booty boy. And who's that in the distance? Oh, hey, Echo, how's it going?
Yo, Foxer, what's poppin'? Check it out. I'm finally wearing a dress. What do you think?
It slays! King is gonna flip his lid when he sees this.
Oh, stop. You're making me blush. Malice is behind you.
Huh? Ayo, what the...
Sup, man? How's it been?
Oh, hey, Malsey. Oh, not much.
So, he came.
Yes.
Possessed Alexandra?
Uh-huh.
Last chance?
Yep.
You two somehow survived his onslaught, and now you're trying to send him somewhere.
Yeah. Problem is, I don't have a warp ring, so we can't leave or send this guy anywhere.
Listen, Fixer.
Foxer.
My fault. I could help with this. Things disposal? I've already called a guy to get us out of this void. You can dump Zalgo's body in the special zone and implode like when you fought Lana, EXE. Then we can get out of here.
Oh, that's great. How long do we have?
5, 10, 15 minutes. Echo, get over here! We'll be here for a while!
What do you mean for a while? You mean 3 days, 6 months, 69 years? We're essentially existing outside of the space-time continuum. I'll see my boyfriend again.
King's your boyfriend? Wait, why am I shocked? They literally wear the same colors on their clothes. I'm so dense.
He's gonna love the drip.
Look, Echo, if Malcolm over here believes that someone will save us in this void, I believe her. I'll be fine. We just need something to pass the time. Perhaps maybe a podcast. We just need...
2 books?
Exactly. Hello, everyone. And welcome to a little podcast called FME.
FME. I want us to be called FEM. It just rolls off the tongue better.
Okay, Malice, do you want us to share a name with a data extracting service, or a method of mathematical modeling that has to deal with heat transfer and fluid flow?
Fem for the win!
Okay, Fem it is. You two introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Echo the Flying Fox. I like IVE, cosplays, and I'm a gamer girl. Nice to meet you guys.
Hello, everybody, as Foxy already said. My name is Malice the Mole, Ultimate Demolitionist. And today we'll be talking about Clockwork Orange and Brave New World. Now, these stories are incredibly dark, as they take place within dystopian societies as people are being controlled by the government. We'll be looking at the protagonists, the plots, and major themes within both books.
Thank you, Malice, for taking those words out of my mouth. Anyway, yeah, we'll be doing that. I'll just have to take out both books, and we'll go over the plots real quick.
Foxer, can you fill the audience with a summary of the plot?
Sure, why not? Brave New World by Aldous Huxley has 2 protags, Bernard Marx and John. The plot begins in the world state with my boy Bernard. He understands the world state's methods of keeping people peaceful and does not like the practices.
What else does the world state do to its people?
Well, the world state has its people created from dudes and promiscuous. Oh, and Soma is used as a way to control its residents and remove them of their individuality.
What the
Yeah, this book has glorified drugs and fornication. Implies very cursed stuff on the introductory chapters, featuring 3, and has been banned in a lot of places. It's not like it's gonna be on TV anytime soon.
It's a show on Peacock.
Anyway, Bernard hatches a plan to sabotage the director, so he goes to a Savage reservation, which preserves life prior to the world state. He meets John, who loves Shakespeare and literature. They go back to the state, and John calls the director his father. This forces him to resign from his job. This isn't everything, this is the base part of the book, so talk about more about it.
Bernard gets exiled to the Falkland Islands for his behavior, and John decides to commit suicide.
What caused him to kill himself?
A documentary maker filmed him from a distance, and crowds flocked to him, wanting him to do a whipping ritual. That ritual quickly became a and John, filled with immense guilt, hangs himself in cold, hard despair.
We'll get back to that. So, Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess.
Anyway, Clockwork Orange is a lot more tame. Alex and his droogs commit crimes. His droogs frame him for a crime he didn't commit. Alex goes to jail. He goes through the Ludovico technique so he could get out of jail early. He does so being drugged, which is made to fear violence while simultaneously losing his love for classical music in the process. He's released from prison and made defenseless.
F. Alexandra sees an opportunity to overthrow the government by using Alex's newfound hatred of classical music, blasting it in the so he could, that.
Oh.
Alex survives this attempt, wakes up in the hospital, and is restored to his normal self. He contemplates giving up on violence and starting a family, knowing how big an effect it could have on his children. Now that we have broken these plots, I think the next thing to do would be breaking down the characters. I've gathered 2 from Brave New World and Malice's 3 from Clockwork Orange. Malice got a 3rd quote for me, but I don't know what it is yet. So, we have men who feel like society is not fit for them. Bernard wants to feel like he's living life. The same does John, which is why they both get along. And Alex is just some sociopath that is sadistic, he robs people, and he assaults people for fun.
Alex, to me, feels like he chose to be a jerk. He lacks empathy, breaks the law a lot, and manipulates people and is aggressive, just because.
Oh, that's just antisocial personality disorder.
Well, welcome to Game Theory.
Mario's a good brother to Luigi!
And besides, when the droogs he leads start talking about change and power, that's when things don't shift in his favor. In the end, he went through trauma and lost his love of classical music for a while. Yo, Malice, anything important about that top quote?
I just thought it was a cute fourth wall break. Like, the book is aware it's fictional.
It was mentioned earlier in the book. Alex thought it was a hogwash. Still don't know why Anthony Burgess would try to self-insert himself within his own book.
You've got no clue. What I at least know is that Alex is forced to deal with punishment handed to him and is used to be able to dish it out at a similar fare.
Unlike Bernard, when he gets threatened to be sent to Iceland, he experiences this tonic feeling. He barks without a bite, chomps without an impact. He's nothing but a spineless coward.
Seriously, like Bernard just can't
handle negativity.
Exactly. Then add on the fact the respect for John fades when they're in the world state. He wants to feel important to his peers, not feeling good enough for the society he lives in. He does not want to give up on his own way of life and sacrifice personal comfort. It's almost like he's malfunctioning like a robot.
Yeah, all that was just for trying to make himself feel important. He's trying to play both sides so he'll come out on top. He can't love or hate his life in the world state at the same time. He just wants to be involved as possible. Sort of what happened to Starline, not that I'm thinking about it.
Whoa. Good connection, Malice. Starline's kind of screwed up. As for John, I kind of feel sorry for him. He just wanted to see more of the world, and yet it treated him like nothing more than an animal. Then again, if the world was more focused on something as carefree and painless as possible, throwing away your favorite literature and more so values making love than the feeling of it, I'd be mad too.
The way he dies has me stumped. He'd been filmed without his knowledge. He didn't want to be near the society, so society came to him. He couldn't escape them. He couldn't run. No wonder he would commit Wednesday's infidel.
Hey, Malice, what was that quote that you found for me?
Then suddenly, somebody started singing Orgy Porgy, and in a moment, they had all caught up the refrain and singing, and had begun to dance. Orgy Porgy, round and round, beating one another in 6/8 time. Orgy Porgy.
Why did we think reading these books were a good idea?
They're fun to learn about. That quote is from the book. It's just a wild party of arousement and excessive drinking. It's literally the Super Speedy Cider Squeezy 6000 episode.
Don't bring My Little Pony in this discussion. I'm at my limit here. You're ruining that show for us.
Season 3.
But
Season 3 premiere. And besides, John was fascinated by this. Fascinated by horror and pain.
oh, for the love of...
Desires of atonement of the strikes of sensuality, comprehending the guilt done to another's flesh despite this was what they wanted. It all comes together to create a tonic feeling of despair.
I'm losing my patience. Wrap this up so I can go home.
Clockwork Orange has this thing about order of society and freedom of choice. It's pitted against each other. Alex's behavior is wrong, it's cruel, and he lets his violent impulse all over the place. One thing I like about this thing is that it has, like, 2 endings. The final chapter was omitted from the US at one point because, like, the publisher thought America would not want to see a happy ending. But the full book is so much more powerful as the way it was because it showcases a change in Alex's character. When they forcibly removed his little violent impulses, well, he lost a part of himself. And he had to choose to be a better person on his own terms. Honestly, though, that's what makes him so human.
Exactly. His maliciousness and character growth makes him very compelling. Evil has a way of showing back up and can't be scientifically removed. Pay attention to what the youth is doing. They're next in line, and if they're starting chaos, then society's got no future.
You're saying when you've taken Foxer's friends and made them EXEs, you prank people daily and convinced Wally Willikers, darling, that Roddy were made from apples. He went after Foxer, stole his Roddy, and he was going to share with everyone, including you.
Ah, peas, I'm a hypocrite. How could I say something when that's when Echo is cooking hard-boiled facts and slander? Sorry for causing your beef with Wally.
It's in the past. I've been around worse. Wally's been taken care of, so... Brave New World warns of the dangers when the state is able to control society with technologies. Kind of like the restricted. The shop website is right there. Regardless, Sona, control of reproduction, medical intervention...
Surgical removal of ovaries...
Wait, what?
I've never seen Juko and be gone! It's in the book! I swear!
Echo, she's right! Let her go! The world state is more focused on creating better tech and being self-delusional in what it's doing. Soma is just a tool for stability within the state, making happy illusions to its people. To deny the truth as much as possible, it is happiness over the truth and the laws of individuality. Bernard wants to be an individual, but isn't willing to lose the comfort he has in the state. John wants freedom, but he should have chosen to go with Bernard than just to live by himself and deprive himself.
So we have 2 books that involve the government controlling people with drugs to maintain peace. One was an emotionally chaotic story about a self-involved and vocal man wanting to fit into this society with poor John caught in the crossfire. The other book has that guy and his troops from Space Jam 2, who are much worse than Pepe Le Pew could ever be, and he's a super spy.
Hey, I like Pepe Le Pew.
Clockwork Orange has a protagonist that's not a traditional hero. Double standard from Space Jam aside, that's what makes him interesting. Kind of like Hell of a Boss or Half Been Hotel. They're evil, but not Saturday morning cartoon evil. He's evil with layers.
Brave New World is built differently. I feel like it does so much to disturb you intentionally. It's a cautionary tale, after all. It wants you to question concepts such as happiness, as that's being used to control others via the use of soma and artificial interventions. It's not criminal to be an individual, but in the context of the book, characters like John suffered so they could preserve it. John giving into his sensual temptations made him feel like he couldn't keep his individuality. The one he worked so hard for, he couldn't run away. That's what makes this book so despair-inducing to me.
Both dystopian novels are really good. We may have spoiled the endings here and there, but you should read these books on your own time. This was very, very cursed to do, being Sonic OCs and all, but we pulled no punches on this one for a reason. Alright, podcast act clear, let's see how we can get out of here. Echo, you can put me down now.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, looks like our ticket out is here.
Hallelujah.
I wonder who our savior will be. Oh dear gosh, it's him.
Alright, Malice, you're stuck in here again, Foxer. Echo. What are you two doing in my domain?
Your domain? We're outside of time and space. It's not like you can put a sign in a void. Oh, you can. Look, Exile, I didn't know this was yours. I just want to go back home and,
Dump Zalgo's body somewhere?
yeah, that.
What? He was possessing Alexandra. What was he supposed to do? Not do anything about it?
Exile? Ring, please.
Only because you asked nicely. Something just happened. And I don't know what. Now that that's been settled, get out of my way! And tell Cheese that his gross headcanons need to stop!
Ew, fascism!
Oh, don't worry. We'll show him a piece of our mind. Yeah.
Should that, make you guys Sims for... I understand why you want this guy! Whoa, man, I did not need to know that.
Later, ladies. And Fixer.
It's Foxer!
Whatever!
Echo, are you okay? I thought you were in the locker when you were just, head in hands for a second. There.
We were only gone for 5 minutes.
See, Echo, we barely missed anything.
Oh, shorty!
My sweet light girl. Why are you like this? You are so unhinged. What kind of leaves are you munching because you need to calm down? Like for real. Holy chip, sister. You need to act your age or I'm putting you in the maid outfit.
That King's girlfriend saying all that. Good night, everybody!